Yay, Dating Camp Day 2. Dating Camp Day 2. Welcome, replay viewers. Welcome. So impressed with you coming back and watching this. And just, my hope is that you plan to have this next hour for you and not get distracted. Because I know sometimes it's easier on the lives than not to complete a class, but I'm cheering you on. I'm glad you're here. Welcome everyone as people join the live. Here we are on time. Look at this. If you're joining, yay, great job for committing to yourself and showing up for camp on time. Say hello in the comments, and same with you, replay viewers. Say hello. Make sure you put your name because sometimes I don't see your name. And I am really like this close to self-combusting with excitement because there's just so much I want to talk about today. Today is our Get Powerful Day. And yesterday we did yesterday we did Get Clear. So we did a lot of clearing. We talked about our values. We created our placebo. And so I love seeing the pictures in the comments, sharing the images. Amber, I saw yours was amazing. And then Kim posted one. She made her own gummies. So this would be the time right now as you're joining and we're beginning to go ahead and unless you already did your thing today, but if you want, you can take your placebo. And if you haven't made yours yet, go ahead and do an imaginary one. Open the jar, get out your little special flavor, know what flavor it is. Minty, and go into the practice we did yesterday. So as you're here, go ahead and use your placebo to connect to your beloved right now. So that is the magic. The magic is having this ritual to connect to your person who, yesterday we were talking about that connection is here. It's an energetic connection that's already here. And your desire for your love relationship is that confirmation that it is your destiny and that your person is out there. So then you get to keep strengthening it and keep getting into that frequency and turning on that magnetic power as part of your daily practice. And welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just inviting people to do their placebo right now. So yeah, take a moment to arrive in that. I didn't actually take mine. I'm going to take a part of it because I don't want to try to do it and choke at the same time. So, the flavor, yum. So then I'm connecting to that energy of my ask, my love relationship that I'm calling in. Yay. And so we're going to really connect in today to that get powerful. And getting powerful means that you are aligning with you. And today we're going to talk a lot about the pitfalls and the things that keep us from our most powerful self. And yes, yay, Joy is here. Oh, Sandy's here. Good to see you guys. So when we're connecting to our most powerful selves, then we begin to find a lot more ease, because I'll tell you what, the protections that we're going to talk about today actually take a lot of our energy. And when we're using up our energy on these things that are trying to control our life and our trying to like make something happen, then we are contracting and becoming more invisible. So today, we just affirm what we did yesterday and clearing out the space that invites in really a new paradigm. This is the art and the consciousness of finding the one. So this is really being in a space where wherever we did a bunch of clearings yesterday. It's like whatever we thought was dating that isn't, whatever we thought dating isn't that it actually is, then we get the space for new ways of being. And if you haven't seen the sacred cleansing tool, this is it. We just bring the energy that comes up that's holding us back, that has the limitations in it. I am really aware of that there's some new people here that weren't here yesterday, and so please do go back and watch day one. So today we start with our activator, our love activator song, which is show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. And then we go to show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. How many of you noticed what life was like when you had your love vibe turned on? What sort of, what could you see when your love vibe was activated that maybe you couldn't see before? What was easier when your love vibe was activated that wasn't as easy before? So you'll continue to practice this. So let's do our corny, silly chant together and begin. So show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Notice that. Notice the asking of the universe to contribute to you by saying, show me what my love vibe can do. Notice and sense how it feels in your body to go, show me, like you get to relax into it. And now let's do the Asana hour to celebrate what happens when we come together in community, even including people in the future, even including the replay viewers. You're all included in this as we use our numbers to accelerate, magnify, amplify our power to create. So show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. Now come back to me. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Yay! So sensing that, just noticing how it feels to actually turn that on. Because this is going to be a really powerful place for today's teaching, which is getting powerful, getting past the things that sabotage and stepping into the you and you, which is the most powerful thing. So we're talking today about what I call the stinks. And the stinks, you can see it's an acronym. And these are the things I say stink up our love life. They push it away. They make things harder. They contract your energy. They, limit our space of possibility. They hold us back with all different things. So get out your journal, because you're going to want to write these down and start taking a gentle, compassionate, kind inventory of where you may hold back. So it's, when we're in the stinks, then we're kind of small, we're hiding, your person can't find you. And ultimately, we want to go to the super loved energy. So moving into that super loved vibe, which is when you are in your full love genius, which means that you are celebrating all of you. You're not beating yourself up. You're not buying into the inner critics and anything else. So we'll dive into that. The first thing, so how many of you sense that sometimes there are things that you feel like sabotage your dating or hold you back or keep you from putting yourself out there, or even from your dating experience or your relationship experience, you feel like there's something attracting people who don't match you? I mean, ultimately, if you put yourself out there, you are going to meet a lot of different people, and not all of them are your person. Most of them aren't. But there's sometimes a sense that there's a pattern of attracting the same kind of person over and over again. So if you can relate to any of those things, this is no, right, wrong, good, or bad. Like just posting in the comments, somebody says yes, but not as often. Yay, because you've known the stinks for a while and you've been practicing these tools. That's awesome. Yeah, so if you notice that, then, being able to acknowledge, oh yeah, I noticed that. Then just in that acknowledgement, there's an awareness that there's something that you may want to change. So we get to talk about that today. So I keep having to fix my boards because they scratch against each other. So I'm filling in it. Okay, so let's talk about the different things. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things we're going to talk about. So making a list. The first one is the first S. The first S is seriousness. Seriousness. How many of you are like intensely serious? Like you've lost that sort of spark to have a sense of humor, to play, to, have the childlike wonder and curiosity. Seriousness is an energy that is a lower frequency. When you're in a play energy, that's a higher vibe. That's turning on your love vibe. So it doesn't mean that if you're not serious, then you're like, I got a clearing. Anywhere where you've decided that not being serious means that you have to be irresponsible. Will you please destroy and uncreate that right now? So what you're not asking your mind, just notice the energy that's coming up. If you feel it, if you don't feel it, let that come up. So we'll do that one again. Anywhere where you've decided that not being serious means you have to be irresponsible. Will you destroy and uncreate that right now? Yes or no? Yay. So not being serious means that there's a lightness. So seriousness also can come with a lot of judgment, comes with a lot of self-judgment around, oh my God, I have to be the best. I have to do it right. I have to get this perfect. So it has like oftentimes a woven in inner critic of the perfectionist. How many of you can relate to having a little perfectionist functioning in your world where you're like, well, I want to get dating right. I want to do dating right. Anywhere where you're trying to get dating right, will you please destroy and uncreate that right now? Yes or no? Yeah, because dating is about connecting with, just getting to know someone. Ultimately, that's what it is. And it becomes whatever else it is for you. And it's not about getting it right. So the seriousness can come with a lot of judgment, a lot of that kind of perfectionist. It can have a heaviness to it. It can have kind of a grip to it. Sometimes the seriousness also has a weave in of protection. It's like the serious is coming from, you know what? I'm absolutely not going to make that same mistake again. I'm not going to have that same bad, toxic, painful relationship again. So the seriousness can then become an efforting to protect yourself when actually, we'll talk about that a little more along the way, but this is, really what we misunderstand about ourselves is that we're not going to be okay. Like that we're, if we've had something in the past that's created pain, then we can get into a cycle of protection. And what that's actually asking for is attention for that space within you that is basically on this default exertion of shields and walls, and it's a big energy drain. Actually, it's a big energy drain, and it does block you from having that intimacy and connection with a potential partner, because there's a part of you that still it doesn't feel safe. So anywhere where there's a part of you that doesn't feel safe deep down, then that's going to stop the attraction in general. So just be aware, because there's one level where we're going to go through each of these things. But if at the core of your being, and I didn't really mean to make this like this, but say this, there's like a little dot within you that's like, oh my God, it's not safe to have a love relationship, then it's going to keep you from that. And that's when many of you have worked with me one-on-one and done regenerating images and memory work, and that's the subconscious, deeper level work that is needed and necessary to really clear those bigger ones within you. So just be aware of that. And at the end of the 5-day, I have a couple different things coming up. There's a deeper dive love incubator, and then there's options to actually do this deeper work together. If you have questions, you can always message me. But the first one is about that. So, getting out of seriousness. How much, even ask yourself, how much time in your day or in your life do you actually have laughing and playing and doing fun things and keeping it light and not having to have like big goals, and like actually having that that lightness? So check in with yourself. Do you have a lot of time in your weeks that has that quality to it? Because if you don't, part of the love relationship is that sense of play and like, oh yeah, like we can just, get each other's sense of humor and have private jokes and just be like kind of silly and goofy. Like a lot of people tell me that's part of their love vision, is to have that lightness. So pop in the comments, hey, yes, I want play, or yay to lightness, or yay goofy. Are you goofy? Are you giddy? Are you silly? Are you what's your thing? Sandy says, a lot on myself. Other people lack that sense of humor. Okay, well, interesting point of view. What if you didn't need to point it out in others, and all you have to do is like choose it for yourself? So all of these things actually become choices for you. So the next one, so we got seriousness. Now we're going into number 2, which is T for trust. And that is speaking to the lack of, like, where do you have a hard time trusting yourself and your instincts? How do you kind of relate to yourself so like what is aligned for you? Do you have that relationship with yourself? Because once again, if there's a part of you that is getting sucked away by the doubts, like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or the maybe they won't like me, all the doubts that can come up around dating, then it's almost like you're not even in you anymore. Like you're outside of you. How many times have you found yourself you were in your head trying to figure out, what can I say? What can I share? What's right to share? Oh no, what if I share too much? Am I going to scare them away? It's being able to get into that relationship with yourself and have the presence with the experience to turn down the seriousness, bring up the amusement, come into trusting the moment, trusting yourself, and trusting what's aligned for you. Yes, that's a big one for me. Losing myself, putting the other above me. Good awareness. So how many others of you out there are afraid that you'll lose yourself in a relationship? And so anywhere where you've decided that that's even a thing, that you can lose any part of you, will you please destroy and uncreate that right now? So whatever losing yourself brings up for you, will you please release those limitations? And noticing, okay, if I lose myself in relationship, what's actually happening? Is it that you're abandoning yourself? That for the trust one, that is a big thing. It's are you trusting that you'll show up for yourself, or do you find that there's something within you that you're not really wanting to hang out with? So you jump out of your body and you want to fix everybody else's stuff, or try to make someone else happy to get the sense that you're valuable or you can take up space. What if you don't need any of that? What if you showing up for you in all your glory, even if it's awkward or dorky or shy or whatever, that you can be there, and that there's nothing that you can do wrong when you're showing up for you. And no one can take you away except for you. So if you think there's something missing within yourself, like, oh my God, I lost part of me in that relationship, it's just an opportunity to come back to you and go, wait a minute, there's no way I can lose me. I'm right here. I'm here. And then come back. So somebody else says, guilty as charged of overanalyzing. And then another comment, I don't trust my first impressions of people, so I have that fear that I won't recognize my person. So once again, like, what pressure, what definition have you put on this experience of dating that says you have to know right away, like you have to get it right? Like a first impression is just information. What if it's just information? A first impression is information. You don't know someone with one impression. So good, you're right. Yeah, one impression, you don't know a person. It takes getting to know someone, and that takes some time. So anywhere where you are waiting for that first impression to get that right and to know the future of, is this my person for life or not? Will you destroy and uncreate that right now? So any of that energy we can put in here. So, yeah, there's a lot coming up here, huh? So let's go to I. So taking an inventory of I for inner anger. So inner anger, most obviously shows up when you're aware that you have resentment or anger to like past relationships or feeling like the universe, doesn't have your back. Like, what the heck? How many times have you been like, oh, universe, like, what I used to say, oh my God, is my spirit guide Roseanne Barr on a couch? Like, where is my spirit guide? But that was just joking because I feel very supported in my life. And yet, how many times do we have those moments where we're like, oh, and so the inner anger, you may know that you have some inner anger. And then there's the subtle like tendencies to want to blame the universe or someone else or that past relationship for where you are right now. And having any of that like in your field, in your body, becomes a repellent because it's kind of like, I get the sense of it like broken glass. It's like there's broken glass everywhere. So it's like being able to care for yourself, take care, and actually work through that. I have on my YouTube channel, lovevibetv.com, I think is it. Anyway, Love Vibe TV with Macy. You can Google it on YouTube. I have a yoga set that's specific to release inner anger. But the other thing that I have that has a lot of tools to release anger is in my Love Attraction Toolkit. And that's on my website. And there's 51 tools in there. It says 50, but I didn't count it right. So there's 51 tools in there. There's a good 4 or 5 for releasing inner anger and working with that. Because, if you feel like, oh my God, most guys are jerks, or that online dating has a bunch of scammers, if you have sort of that edge of frustration, I would say any level of is an indication that there's something that you probably want to clear before you actually put yourself out there. So whatever this is bringing up, you may even notice, wow, I do have some residual resentment. I don't know, maybe I don't have it. Whatever this is bringing up for everyone, just let's clear out as much of this as we can. Yes. Right. Yes. Grumpy spirit guide. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So inner anger, biggie, people. And, once again, none of this is not figure outable. There's like, this is an opportunity to really be conscious of how you're showing up. Because I know that all of you are here because you know that you're a catch, that you're here because you know that you have something amazing to bring to a love relationship. And anything that's kept you from that can feel disappointing and discouraging. So know that, what brought you here is actually the evidence that you can actually work with all of these and choose something else. So the remedy for pretty much everything here is remembering that you have a choice to create something different. So N is for numbing. Numbing. This is a place where we kind of talked about this in trust too, but numbing is, what are those ways you escape yourself? Like you may feel stressed or fearful or tired, and where do you go when you're just not wanting to deal with yourself? And basically, the numbing becomes disconnecting from you. Sometimes it comes because you're on the edge of something that's trying to get your attention. There's something that's, maybe a wounded part of you that's trying to get your attention. And then it's like, nope, I can't go there. I can't deal with it. So just notice what habits you have and can be things like snacking or sugar or alcohol or shopping or over busyness, getting busy. These are all essentially everything we're talking about here are basically emotional habits or mental habits or, actual habits of, comfort food at night, because that's when some of the emotional stuff comes up, whatever it is. Or when you're feeling lonely, you notice you go to certain things. So being aware of where you go into numbing patterns that then kind of cut you off from you. It's a good check-in right there. Now, K. K is another love repellent in the Stinks model. And this one is, it was kind of hard to find one that started with K. So it's kicking yourself to the curb. This is a sort of next level of this is more expanded version of the numbing, but this is, where do you basically ghost yourself? We did a thing on this in the trust series. Ghost yourself or gaslight yourself. Like, what is that knowing that you have within you that then you say, no, I'm not going to listen to that. Or one of the things I notice is that, this can happen with food and exercise, where your body may be asking to do something you don't normally do. Like maybe you are a big runner and you like to go jogging, and then one day your body is just like, I want to do like a really gentle walk in a field. And you're like, well, that's not what I do. And maybe you end up kind of denying your truth. So whether this is with your body or with, how you take care of your body, or even with the things that you want in a love relationship. So where are you kicking yourself to the curb in your actual desire for love, your vision of love? Like, what are those things that, and you can kind of consider this right now, what are those things that you're not like allowing yourself to ask for? What are those things that you'd love to have in love? Maybe the unusual, the kinky, the ordinary, the non-conventional things. Maybe there's a part of you that has this vision that you'd like to not actually live with a partner. Maybe you feel like, oh, well, I kind of don't want a relationship because I don't want to have to live with someone. Well, and maybe you're trying to make that okay. Well, what if you didn't have to make it okay? Like, what if part of your love vision is, I want to meet someone and we each have our own houses. Like, I'd like to keep that for me. And so where are you not allowing yourself to want what you want? Instead, you're kicking yourself to the curb. You're judging yourself. You're making yourself wrong. You're abandoning yourself in ways that then are completely opposite of the beloved relationship. Yes, somebody posted, what do you secretly really want? Yeah, what would you love? What would you love? And so let's do a clearing on that. So anywhere where you're basing your relationship, maybe we did this yesterday, I don't know. Anywhere where you're basing your relationship on somebody else's relationship, on what your parents had or what your grandparents had or what your best friend has or what, they showed in, the sitcoms and the rom-coms and all of the movies and the media that have defined these kinds of love relationships as romantic and blah, blah, blah. Like, whatever limitations that are coming from all of that, will you please, or are you willing to destroy and uncreate those so that you can have greater? and have exactly what you want and not have that limit you. So here's another one. Hold on. So this is a biggie. People, pay attention. This is a big one. I'm going to my notes. Okay, here it is. What have you bought? What have you bought as true about you that actually is not, that keeps you single? Are you willing to destroy and uncreate that right now? Yes or no? And remember, you do not have to answer this question. This is about the energy of it. What have you bought as true about you that actually is not, that keeps you single and small and hidden and not seen by your person? Will you please destroy and uncreate that right now? Yes or no? Boom, yay. Okay, so kicking yourself to the curb. How can you show up for yourself in a whole new way? And then the final S, which is almost rubbed off. The final S is scarcity. How many of you have said, oh, wow, it's kind of too late. There are no good ones left? How many of you have decided that there are no good ones left because you see all these online that aren't your person, or in the world, or having a hard time meeting people? So wherever you've decided that scarcity is real, that there's actually a limitation, then will you please destroy and uncreate that right now? And this is a really big one with your words. So you really want to watch out, what you say, like how you use your words around creating your love life. Because the truth is that your person is special because it's your person. It's, someone who is really special for you. It's a unique bond. It's not everyone else. The reason why your person is special is because it's not everyone else. So how many of you have been knowing that, but yet in the world going, see, they're all bad, and making that a drama, where instead of going, wow, yes, I can't wait to meet my person? Because if you know that most people aren't your person, then you don't have to go into judgment about it. But when you go into judgment and go, oh my God, everyone's gross and scammers and bad and wrong and too fat and bald and this and that and all the things, whatever, is coming up, then that becomes more of a magnet. So if you can honor the fact that your person is special, know that the desire within you is the confirmation that your person is out there and available, then you get to have that. And then you're not stinking up your love life with this interesting polarity of, oh yeah, I'm asking for someone really, who gets me, and then making it a problem that most people aren't that. Like, this wouldn't even be a topic if everybody was perfect for you, So, so I hope that makes sense. Anyone? Each one takes me closer to my person. I love that. Golden girls, lots of fun dates, secure and loving place to come home to. Yay. Okay. So let's talk about how we can step into our power. So we're going to do a little exercise here. Did I get everything? And then I'm going to give you your homework. And then we're also I'm going to plant the first clue for the bonus vault puzzle. So if you didn't see that, or if you didn't hear me say that, I am absolutely excited to create I create this special virtual hideout, this bonus vault where I put some treasures in there. And I haven't even picked all the treasures yet. So I'm kind of curious to know what would be fun. And then you guys, as you watch each day, you're going to get some clues. And then if you solve the puzzle will lead you to the bonus vault and let you in. It'll just let you in. You'll get the secret code to be let in. So I'm so happy about that because ultimately I am excited to, I don't know if I shared this, but I am committing to reaching 1 million women. I'm committed to reaching 1 million women in the next 3 years and create 2 million couples. So in all the different ways that I can reach people. So if you have a really good time at camp, tell your friends. If you have people you'd want to invite right now, invite them, because my mission is to create more love on the earth, because that is the most healing thing. Even Einstein said that. A lot of these amazing geniuses have told us that energy is all that matters. Love is all that matters. So working with this space where it's beyond the creepy rules and gimmicks of, the past. Like, this is about really connecting. So the bonus vault will give you some fun things. So I'm going to tell you that in a second. So let's dive into our little exercise. So how do we step into our super love power? One of the tools I like to share is creating, or actually awakening, revealing that love guru within you. So you all have this love guru within you. Some people call it intuition. Some people call it Holy Spirit. Some people call it whatever you call it. Elvis. Then when you can connect to that, and this is actually a proven practice. One of my teachers, Todd Herman, he wrote a whole book called The Alter Ego Effect, something like that. Alter Ego Effect, I think. And it's a brilliant book. And he talks about how he worked in the sports industry as a coach, basically, to help athletes improve their performance. And he was this tiny little guy. He's a tiny little guy. And he would be in front of these like giant, like manly man guys and feel like a little insecure. So he started wearing these amazing glasses, and he would step into this alter ego of Clark Kent, and it changed everything. So today we're going to do a little practice to access your inner love guru. And your imagination will kind of give you a sense, and then you get to play with that this week. So you'll have your placebo, you'll have your love vibe activation, and now you'll have your inner love guru. So close your eyes right now. This is a really kind of gentle and quick process where you bring your awareness inward. You bring your awareness inward like you're just arriving in the world of you. And you don't have to effort to do that. Just bringing your focus to your breath. Bring your focus to the energy of you, which may feel like nothing or it may feel like something. And just noticing your breath as you sense it moving in and out your body. With each breath, you relax into this moment. So anywhere where you're tempted to, check your email or do something right now, stop. Just stop. Give yourself this. This is you showing up for you like you would show up for a hot date. So you're on a hot date with yourself right now, about to meet your inner love guru. Oh my God, feel the anticipation. I wonder what's here. And just sensing and perceiving the anticipation as you notice your breath, bringing your awareness to your body, your being, your breath. And on the next breath, following that breath as you arrive inside. So as you arrive inside this inner landscape of your being, the energy of you, which is way bigger than your body. So you may even sense space beyond your body that's calling your attention. But wherever you're noticing, your imagination is going to call your attention right now to a space or a place in or around your body. So noticing where you're drawn to, you may just sense a pull, or you may notice an itch, or you may have a picture of a spot in your stomach or on top of your head. Like, you'll begin to get a sense of where you're being called to. And as you do, just bring your awareness to that place. And as you bring your awareness to that place, it's almost like you transport yourself and you arrive there. You arrive there. And as you arrive there, your imagination, just like that, snap, just like that, begins to reveal this inner love guru. And you may see it or you may not. You may sense it or have a knowingness about it. And in this knowingness, you may notice what it looks like or have a feeling of what it looks like. You may sense and perceive the qualities of this being for you. And it may be a symbol. It may be just like energy. It may be something that looks like an angel or is an animal, or it may be the sunshine or some sparkly energy or just space. It may feel like space. There's no wrong or right or good or bad, just receiving and allowing in this moment whatever it is it wants to reveal to you about your inner love guru. And your inner love guru has been with you for lifetimes. Whether you've known it or not, your inner love guru's been with you for lifetimes. And as you're here with your inner love guru, you receive all the wisdom of the ages. And it may come just in a sensation, or it may come that you discover things later today, or words pop, or you have a message coming through or not. Just know that whatever this is for you, this is part of what you get to explore this week in further detail. So if you would like to kind of take some notes but stay sort of inward, you can kind of gently open your eyes and take a few notes. But know that right now, your inner love guru is going to show you something as an activator, as a totem, as a trinket, as something that is a symbol. Or maybe it's something that you have in your space, a bracelet or a crystal or an image of something. Just noticing what wants to be shared as the activation symbol or the activation totem, trinket, whatever. It may be a gesture that you do. It may be a word you say. It could be anything. So just noticing and receiving that right now. And as you take a couple deep breaths, sensing and perceiving what it's like to be here with your inner love guru, the you within you that knows that you are the most powerful being, that this is the most powerful you, that you live in a universe of choice, and that no matter what stinks might show up, the seriousness or the numbing or the having a hard time trusting, any of those things that show up, that those are just distractions. That the truth is here, right here and now with you and your inner love guru. Anything else is just like static or little flies or mosquitoes, just like batting them away, being aware that, oh yeah, that's not actually true for me. That what's true for me is here in this space. And just noticing how whatever wants to be acknowledged here. You may have a sense that your choices for taking care of your body are being acknowledged. Maybe your inner love guru is acknowledging you showing up for this class, or maybe it's something else. Just noticing what you receive. And on the next couple breaths, coming out, and as you gently return back into the space, taking a moment to write down anything that is popping for you, knowing that this is something that you can add into your daily experience this week to connect with the you within you, this inner love guru. And as you sit with your inner love guru, there you can ask it questions, even if it's a tree or sunshine, like whatever it is, you get to surrender any questions to the space. And however you want to do that, you may go into meditation and ask the questions and listen for the answers. You may want to write out a question on a piece of paper and then have you automatically write as your inner guru back to you. So if I said, inner love guru, what do I need to know about what this audience needs to hear in the next 3 days of Love Camp? I could put that question down, and then I could actually let my hand take over for that. Dear Macy, here's what you need to know, and then let the words flow out. So you can really play powerfully. That's a powerful practice called automatic writing. So something that I love to do. Yes. So this is one of the ways we get to stand in our power, is to keep affirming what's actually true. And you'll notice that what's true for you feels light, and what's not can feel kind of heavy. You know, the heaviness of seriousness and not trusting, and the doubt, and the, you know, inner anger, and then the numbing, like, oh, I can't function, and like, you know, kicking yourself to the curb, not listening to yourself. And, you know, then the scarcity piece where, you know, we've fallen into this lie of, oh, wow, there's not enough. I'm not enough. There's all of the stuff. All of that becomes a distraction from you receiving your love story. So tell me how that was. What did you notice about your inner love guru? And keep in mind, you can name this whatever you want. I'm just calling it that for convenience today. And you probably want to have a little conversation with whatever came through and just say, hey, what do you like to be called? And create that relationship with that powerful part of you that becomes almost like your Cupid that can guide you and support you. So while you're maybe commenting, sharing, please share. Was that fun? Yes or no? Do you feel different? Yes or no? Like, what's happening? Please share with me. The more engagement, the more excited I get. And now I'm going to share with you the little bits of the bonus vault puzzle for today. So today's puzzle clues are going to be letters, and you're getting the letters C, Y, and N. You're getting the letters C, Y, and N. So hold on, I'm trying to move this thing outside of my thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that up here. So for those of you, bonus vault, that are here watching, then you know it's here. C, Y, and N. This is the clue for today. Bonus vault clue. All right, I'm going to add that to the banner right now. Bonus vault clues C, Y, and N. You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, stay tuned. Tell me how that was. I feel like I just did yoga. Yay. Hi, Mindy. Oh my goodness. Relaxed and open and bright. Tell me about your inner love gurus. How many of you had something that was sort of angelic? Post in the comments if you had like an angel or something. How many of you had something that was like nature? Sunshine, flower, or butterfly? How many of you had an animal? How many of you had a nothingness, like a space, or sort of like a nondescript kind of thing? Somebody had a goddess primavera. Ooh, yeah. So remember that you can't do that wrong. There's no wrong or right. Everything is going to contribute to you. So I just want to say thank you for being here. All of you who are here live. Wow. And all of you are watching the replays, because I saw so many of you watch the replays. So there's almost 150 of us at camp. So there's a lot of people watching replays. There's some people coming in and out of the lives or watching it later. This is so phenomenal. So know that it's like over 100 times more potent that you're here doing this practice together. Yeah, somebody said mine was a space. I love that. I'm so glad that you're aware of that. Yes, somebody says I'm here. I'm going to watch it again. Replay. Awesome. Great. So really good job, everyone. And tomorrow we go from, so we've gone from the clarity, getting clear, clearing out, knowing your values, to getting powerful, stepping into your inner love guru and being aware of all those things that kind of barrier us from receiving love. And then tomorrow, oh my gosh, tomorrow, definitely going to want a lot of pages in your journal, because this is when we do Get Smart. And this is when I'm giving you really the nuts and bolts you need to know about modern dating, because, you know, whether you like it or not, it is the organic form of dating right now. I know it's probably hard to even put that word with it, but it's true. This is how people meet. This is the most popular way. Think of it like this, you know, when our grandparents had met, just like families down the road had a kid and then they got married. They probably thought it was weird that their kids were meeting at roller rinks and soda pop joints. Oh my God, how crazy and wild and radical is that? And then the kids of those people are meeting, you know, what would be the next thing? Maybe at band camps and, you know, or computer camp or something. And so then this is evolving. So now we're in a place where people meet online because everyone's online. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow and really give you some practical tips so that you can have a lot more ease with that. So thanks for being here. Love you guys. So grateful for you. And we'll see you really soon. Bye, everyone.